Welcome to CLP Studios. Which camera I'm looking at, it doesn't matter. I'm having a seat. My name is Christopher Lavario, and welcome to CLP Studios. And if you follow my channel or know what I or we are about, we've been doing a lot of video blogging. So right now we're doing a test stream before we have this amazing client calling in, because I've been taking so many notes. I've been encouraged by so many things that I want to go through my notes, and I want to hold my feet to the fire to make sure I'm blogging today. So really quick, some of the notes that I'm a big note taker. When I see something, I want to remember something, so I text it back to myself. So let me see here. Being a man of faith in labor towards the client. Whoo-hoo, that's deep. We're not going to do that one today. The sucky part of what I consider success for me. Ooh. That's not a topic for today, but we're going to get to that one because there are some great lessons learned. Let me see. Overcoming all odds. I've been coaching my son's basketball team, and we recently, another day. Let me see here. Letting the client know that they're hiring a person who will take care of them. That's pretty, maybe another day. Add a different flavor to your skill set. Oh man, I think that's what we need to go with today. Adding a different flavor to your skill set. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, when I take notes, I usually have something happening, and I want to go back to my time in film school. I always felt, before film school, I was a music producer, so I always felt when it come to cutting, chopping, and editing that I was pretty much ready to go. So going into film school, I already knew how to cut audio up. So as a film editor, it was almost second nature. When I saw it, I didn't really have to think much about it. I feel like I already had the natural instincts. Now, let's fast forward through the beginning of film school and the end. I do want to say that towards the end, I felt like some of my stuff, I was a little bit older in college than your normal kid who has their parents pay for their education. I wasn't blessed like that, but more power to you. But I was 25 going to school with people coming out of high school. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just what I chose to do in life. So I felt like I had the work ethic going in. So like I said, long story short, I'm going to say this right now. I felt like I had the best portfolio in the school. I felt like my senior film smashed everybody's film. I had the best portfolio. And to be honest with you, I was already counting the trophy before we even got to it. I felt like, okay, everybody likes my stuff. I'm going to the rental house. I'm doing all this other stuff. But what I did not have is these skills when it comes to graphics and animations. So that's why it's really important in whatever trade or skill set you have that you add an extra tool to your tool belt. So for me, I could shoot, I can edit like a pro, but I could not package the content with graphics. So I added the After Effects component, the graphics component, the photography component, and it really paid off for me. If you are a hairstylist, right, and let's just say you're cutting men's hair and you're doing all these fades, yeah, you got a line out the door, fade, 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 for your regular consumer. But what about the entrepreneur who doesn't have the time to wait, who wants to fade, but he also wants the beard cut, and he also wants maybe the nose hairs trimmed or a hot towel? It doesn't matter. Having that extra tool in your tool belt is going to take this regular barber to more of a service-based, whatever barber. So if you are, let's just say you cut a women's hair, right? Well, what's wrong with doing nails too, or doing lashes? Like I said, it's really important to add an extra tool to your tool set. If you have a career and you're not going anywhere, and let's just say you've been working there 20 years, you're not even considering leaving. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with maybe learning a different language to deal with another variety of people. Once again, adding a different flavor to your skill set or your trade or your craft. Let's come up with some other examples. Okay, let's just say you're a basketball player, and you know what? God has gifted you with all these greatest skills in the world. But unfortunately for you, you're right-handed, you're dribbling, right? So you're dribbling with your right hand all day long. Well, now the defender knows you're dribbling. So what do you do now? You're going to switch it up and try to go with the left hand. Once again, adding a different flavor to your trade, your craft, or your skill set. Let's just say you own a big oil company. oil transportation company, and maybe you're just doing just these regular transportation routes. Hey, add another, well, the reason I say that, one of my companies does, it's like frac sand, it's bulk OTR transportation, but this client of mine is always saying, well, we want to do this, this, this. You know what he's doing? He's adding a different flavor to his skill set, his trade, or his craft. Let me see here. So I've covered just a variety of things. Let's think of some other cool ones. You have any examples up there, my amazing editor, for me? What would be a good example of adding a different flavor to your skill set? Always trying to learn something new. I'm sure if you meet, older, wiser people, they will tell you never stop learning. I've heard that numerous times. So always applying, like I said, adding a different flavor to your skill set. So like I said, if you're a good football player, what's wrong with being a good baseball player? You don't think those tools are going to help you in work ethic or just using both hands or whatnot? So like I said, this is a topic that can go on and on and on. But with these notes that I've created or written to myself, I really want to start hitting some of these blogs, and whatever line of business you're in, whatever line of creativity you're in, whatever industry you are in, do yourself a favor and add a different flavor to your skill set, your trade, or your craft. And you know what? I promise you, you're going to reap the benefits of it. Thanks for watching today. My name is Christopher Lavario here at CLP Studios, and I gotta admit, I'm having fun with these blogs. Share, like, subscribe, chew me up, spit me out, tell me I didn't like that. Say, Chris, I want you to review this. Chris, stop talking about this. It's okay. I am trying to make myself better so I can add a different flavor to my skill set, my trade, or my craft. That's all I have for you today. Cut. We're out of here.